Welcome back. As we earlier said, our first topic is going to be taking a comprehensive look over the situation in Gaza, and also Israel announcing a statement that it is going to seize full control over the Gaza Strip, which was met by full condemnation of most world countries and nations around the world, and also the UN. However, the United States haven't really given a strong reaction or even condemned the statement, but it had said that it is concerned about allowing the humanitarian aid. We're very delighted to be taken over the phone by Dr. Hassan Wegeeh, is a professor of international relations. Good morning, Dr. Hassan.
Good morning to you.
How are you doing, sir? So the latest is really decision to seize full control or seize the Gaza Strip. Is there a place in Gaza that was not seized or damaged or bombed by the Israeli occupation?
I think that the re-occupation or full re-occupation of Gaza Strip, actually, as it is, it sounds like new news, but that's what happened before. And I think these days it triggers a storm of reactions all over the world. And the Security Council is supposed to convene, and we see what will happen after that.
Right. The idea of seizing control over the Gaza Strip, which is already taking place, I mean, they are seizing the Gaza Strip. They are in full control of all the enclaves, the Palestinian enclaves. But this particular decision to be announced officially like that is going to worsen the situation, taking it to a whole new level, and it's going to lead to more bloodshed. Do you agree or no?
Yes, of course, I agree. And if anybody can read the statement made by the foreign policy Ministry of Foreign Policy, now you can understand how he and how pissed off all neighboring countries like Egypt, because this is threatened, because I think this is escalated rather than de-escalation. This is what they track much business for the coercive moves that would serve no one, and it is self-defeating strategy for Israel itself.
Right. That particular statement being released at that particular timing, that it reflects a lot on many fronts. First of all, the Palestinian cause and its future inside the Palestinian territory, and what is going to be happening in terms of that statement or that decision. Also the hostages. Another level or another front or concern, which is if this is going to resolve the situation. I mean, what exactly is in the mind and heart of the Israeli side?
Actually, expansionism. Actually, it is a narrow-minded agenda to serve daydreams of Netanyahu. And I think that the challenges are great if he can really consider what could be the reactions of inside and outside the area. And I think that, when you read now the UNRWA report, which says the worst case scenario of Yemen is currently playing out in Gaza Strip, with a mounting evidence showing that widespread starvation, malnutrition, and the disease and hunger-related deaths, and the number of casualties who are really suffering from this famine and this genocide war, and are being exposed to shelling also, artillery shelling, and I think that this will never satisfy anyone in the world, that it is beyond any reasonable and any choice. I mean, this is a very negative choice, even for those people who are triggering that choice.
Right. When we talk about Benjamin Netanyahu announcing a seize of or a full control of the Gaza Strip, which is already existing, that means that in their intention um, there is going to be military steps taken, a military confrontation, the exposure of weapons, or probably expansion beyond the Palestinian territory. I mean, more targets taken inside the Arab region. I mean, there is definitely a decision taken by the Israeli side to probably expand its borders beyond the Palestinian territory. It's not the idea of the Gaza, the enclave, the Gaza enclave, but it's beyond the Gaza enclave. Do you agree with that, analysis?
Of course. Yeah. Of course, this is a great possibility. This is why on the Egyptian side, the president and the foreign policy and great, well-established figures in Egypt have already warned against that. And the reaction would be, if anybody tries to go for the transfer to make aggression on the Egyptian sovereignty and borders, this will be met with severe retaliation that would astonish the whole world, and all the Egyptian people are backing the Egyptian army, and we will never allow this to happen. So I think that they should have some wise thinking, and I think that there is a conflict now in Israel between the military leaders who knows that their army is exhausted, and there are so many drawbacks, they know it, for this continuous stupid war, I would say, with no objectives, and the continuation of the war will never achieve the goals claimed, and they are unrealistic goals. I think that, but the army is implementing the orders by the political level. But this is a chaotic situation, and a situation that is not in the interest of anyone.
Right. One of the important notes taken today is something that deserves a lot of concern, which is Germany, a strong ally of Israel, have announced firmly and officially that it's going to halt any exporting military equipment if it's going to be used in killing Palestinian armless innocent civilians anymore. So that is a strong step taken by one of the strongest allies of Israel. How do you assess that particular statement or decision taken by Germany?
Actually, I would expect, it is not only Germany, by the way. You know, yesterday, Starmer, the Prime Minister of Britain, said that the latest move by the Israeli army and the politicians are wrongful, and they should reconsider what they are doing. That is the Prime Minister of Britain, alongside with Germany, as you have already mentioned, alongside with France. I would think that there will be a stronger wave of anger and disagreement and pressure that will take place, of course, because this is beyond any reasonable human attitude to be taken.
Do you expect a lot from the Turkish side? There is going to be an official visit by a Turkish official coming over to Cairo today and discussing particularly that particular step and many other steps concerning the situation inside Gaza. Those talks, do you think it's going to be taking this particular crisis or issue to another turn?
Yes, of course. You know, the moves by the Israelis, which is going for irrational escalation, of course, would trigger reactions on the entire area, not in a particular country. And I think that Turkey has its own calculations. Turkey knows that Israel could be very coercive regarding Turkey itself. So I think that here we are not talking about one country concerns. It's all the areas, all the countries, or the big countries in the area have concern of what is taking place, and there could be a reaction in the right direction to make a stop on this irrational escalation.
The Turkish Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan is coming over to Egypt with his bag full of, his diplomatic bag full of topics, very important topics like the humanitarian aid, like the round negotiating table between Qatar, Egypt and the United States, to be able to study fully that decision, very dangerous decision by Israel at this timing, and probably sorting out a solution. Do you think that the visit of His Excellency Foreign Minister Hakan Fidan is going to be followed by another visit by another official to be able to enhance and empower the mediations?
Actually, yes. There is enhancement of mediation, and there is enhancement of the Egyptian, Turkish, Qatari, U.S. intervention force. You should consider make a mediation force that would force the Israelis to have a stop on this coercive, irrational escalation, as I mentioned.
Right. On that note, Professor Dr. Hassan Wegeeh, you are a professor of international relations. Would like to thank you so much for talking to us on the Breakfast Show, and you have a good day. We're going to go to a short break and we'll come to continue the show, so stay with us.